everyone and welcome to the Wellbeing Shed. Today is a short routine just to release off through the lower back. So if you do have any issues with your lower back area, then hopefully this will help for you. So we're going to start on our hands and knees in 4-point kneeling. So we bring our hands under our shoulders and our knees under our hips. Start to lift through the belly so our core is nice and strong. And we have a nice straight line all the way down the back. From here, we take an inhale to prepare. On the exhale, you're going to tuck the tailbone under, so you're bringing the hips towards the hands as you lift the belly and round up through the spine, pressing down through the hands, taking the eye gaze to the thighs. Feeling the nice stretch across the top of the back. On your next exhale, we move into cow. So your tailbone is going to move first. So exhale, push the tailbone away and up to the ceiling. You'll start to get the dip in the lower back. Start to lengthen out, drawing the shoulders back and down, and a slight lift of the head. Try not to strain the neck too far up towards the ceiling, just taking the eye gaze in front of you. Really nice stretch and release in the lower back there. Again, next exhale, we're going to tuck the tailbone, we come back into our cow. No, we come back into our cat. Breathe, keep lifting the belly. Exhale through to cow. Get the dip in the lower back, push the tailbone up and away. And you can carry on with this move, tucking the tailbone right under and moving in your own time. Use the breath. And this could be a move that you could do first thing in the morning, just to start getting some mobility in the back, and also it just feels really nice. We'll take a few more of these. Final two. Coming back to neutral. Lengthening back out through the spine, and then sit back onto the heels. We're just going to come and take a seat. So, come on round, legs are wide. So just where it feels comfortable for you, you want to be able to lengthen up through the back of the body and up through the spine. So keeping the spine nice and straight. We then lift the arms out in front of us, just at shoulder height. Relax the shoulders down, let the shoulder blades slide down the back of the body. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to shift forwards, reaching the hands away. Pull the belly in. We want to keep the spine as straight as we can. This is our spine stretch. And then we come back up. Inhale, prepare. Exhale to reach. So we want to make sure that both sit bones stay down on the floor. So we know we're isolating in the back of the body. And as well as the lower back, you might feel this in the back of the legs as well, particularly the hamstrings, so towards the top of the leg. Keep the core strong. We take 4 more. Final 3. 2 to go. And last one. When you reach the top, relax the arms down. come and bring the legs together and move towards the end of the mat, coming into our roll downs. We do this with our knees bent in this class. So feet are flat on the floor. Again, we lift nice and tall through the spine, extending the arms long. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, we bring a C curve into the spine. So you start to tuck the pelvis under. So you get that little C curve here in the spine. And we're going to take a half roll back. So just coming back halfway, we start to feel the abs engage. And we then roll back up to the top. Inhale. Exhale, C curve the spine, draw the belly in. And reach. So this takes quite a lot of core strength. So draw the belly in, roll back to the point where you really feel the abs kick in. And it starts to become really tough. Really nice for the lower back as we round through the spine. We take 3 more. And on this last one, we're going to roll all the way down. So take your time, rolling down nice and slow. Draw the belly in. Really work against all that hard work. Coming all the way down and relaxing the arms down. Well done. Bringing the feet in, ready for our single knee folds. So just lay on the floor as you would do normally. You've got the nice natural arches underneath the back. From this position, we take one leg, we're going to lift the knee up to tabletop. So we've got this 90-degree position in the leg. We then pop that leg back down and move on to the other side. Now to complete this move effectively, you firstly need to engage your core. You also need to focus on the pelvis and the hips. So this is a really good move for pelvis stability, which all links into our lower back and our hips, which tends to be where people hold quite a bit of tension and where we can get really tight. So what you might want to do is place your hands onto your pelvis to see how much it moves around. The aim is to keep the pelvis still. So you might need to really think about this. If you need to keep your hands on your hips, just to check the level of movement, then please just keep them there. That's absolutely fine. And we're not looking to do anything too strenuous in the class today. We just want to get some mobility in the lower back, which can be quite difficult considering it's got quite restricted movement. And I just want you to finish the class thinking that you've had a nice release in the back of the body. So we go for 6 and 5. Check in with the hips, make sure they're nice and stable. 3, 2, and 1. Pop the feet down, keep the hands on the hips, ready for our pelvic curls. So we want to bring the bony part of the hand onto the hip bones, fingers onto the pubic bone, feet are hip width apart, knees are hip width apart. In Pilates, the ultimate aim, they say, is for everything to be done in neutral. So this neutral spine, neutral pelvis position. But there will be some instances where that's just not possible, either due to the nature of the move, how we're built, lots of different factors. So we need to be able to bring our pelvis into something called imprint. which takes a bit of a pressure off of the lower back. But also just getting that movement in there as well is really beneficial. So keeping the hands where they are, just want you to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Think about engaging the abdominals. And I want you to imagine that you have a drink in between your hands, so in between this diamond shape that your hands are making at the moment. Currently, that drink is not spilling, it's nice and flat where it's laying on our stomach. What we want to do is imagine that that drink is spilling onto our belly. So in order to do that, we have to move the position of our pelvis and our hands. Think about engaging through the core as you tilt your pelvis back. When you tilt your pelvis back towards your head, you will see, if you take a look, that the hands have tilted backwards and that drink would have spilled onto our belly. This is your pelvic curl. You can then release back to your start position. So when you take the pelvic curl, you'll feel your lower back presses down into the floor. When you release, you get that natural arch again under the lower back. So just take a few of these. Keeping the breath and engaging the core. And this might feel quite nice on the lower back as well, just to stretch out a little bit. Kind of a bit of a massage feeling in the lower back. And again, this is quite a nice mobility move for you. Stay here a little bit longer. Final 6. 5. And try and release the glutes as much as you can, so we don't want to be tensing them when we're doing this move. Try and isolate the movement in the core. 3, 2, and 1. Relax. You can bring the hands back down by the sides. From here we're going to come into a hamstring stretch. Lifting one leg up towards the ceiling. Doesn't matter if you can't get your leg straight, don't worry about that. Taking the hands behind the thigh, or maybe the calf if you can reach. Letting the shoulders relax down onto the floor. Try and keep the tailbone down on the mat if you can. And gently start to draw the leg towards the chest. Just feel that stretch up the back of the leg. And as it starts to ease off, try drawing the leg a little bit closer again. Staying with the breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Focusing on taking the tension out of the shoulders and the upper body. Relaxing into the stretch. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently bend the knee. Pop that foot down and we'll change sides. Lifting the foot up towards the ceiling. Taking hold behind the thigh. Just let the upper body relax. Just starting to draw the leg closer towards the chest. And if you have really tight hamstrings, this might not be particularly comfortable for you, but just do what you can. And if you feel the stretch start to ease off, keep it active. Just draw the leg in a little bit further. Just enjoy the stretch. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knee, and then just bring both knees in, hug them in towards the chest. And you might just want to rock from side to side, a little bit of a massage in the lower back there. Well done, just releasing the legs down. Come and roll over onto your front to finish. In a child's pose, toes together, knees are wide, sitting the hips back. Lengthen the arms nice and long, and then come and relax the head down. And breathe. Really enjoy this moment. Stretching the lower back, the hips, the upper back, the shoulders. And keep the breathing for the last few minutes. And just enjoy this time for yourself. Well done, we'll stay here for a few more breaths. And then when you're ready, just start to walk the hands slowly in, so you come back up to a seated position. And thank you very much for joining today's class. Hope to see you again soon. Thank you.